What's going on, y'all? This is Clarence Jr. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. And this is the second installment, volume 2 of Mastering Manhood. Once again, these are in no particular order, but they are all important lessons. And so today we're going to talk about where are you? That's the topic for today's video. Where are you? You see, because the initial and most important step in you becoming the man that you want to be is you first have to be honest with yourself about where you are. In terms of your physical health, where are you? In terms of your values and your principles and your morals, where are you? In terms of self-discipline and self-control, where are you? In terms of self-worth and self-esteem, where are you? In terms of accomplishment and resume, where are you? You know, this reminds me of a story in the Bible, in Genesis. Adam and Eve in the garden. We all know the story. They were not supposed to eat from the tree. The snake comes, talks to Eve, and says, no, you can eat it. Ain't nothing going to happen. She eats it. And then Adam eats it. We all know that. But some parts of the story that many of us may not know is that after they ate from the tree, and they realized that they were naked, they were embarrassed and they hid themselves. Then God comes and he says, where are you? And he says, I was embarrassed. I was naked. I hid myself. And what does God say? Who told you you were naked? Did you eat from the tree I told you not to eat from? And herein lies the theme for today's video. Adam refused to take accountability for where he was, and he was hiding. So when he was asked, did you eat from the tree? What did he say? The first two words out of his mouth, the woman that you gave me. Immediately, he starts to pointing the finger and blaming the woman. And sadly, not much has changed. That's what a lot of guys are doing these days. With this content and these podcasts, blaming the woman. We got to hold the woman accountable. The woman is doing this. The woman is doing that. She's ruining society. She's breaking up the family. She's everything that's wrong in the world. It's the woman. And a lot of you're not hiding from God, but a lot of you are hiding from yourself. I remember I said not too long ago, you need to get a full-length mirror and put it in your room. And you need to look at yourself daily. Not just your physical self, but pay close attention as to whether you can look yourself in the eyes in the mirror and how you feel when you look at yourself. Do you feel proud? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel good? Or do you feel ashamed? Do you feel embarrassed? Do you feel sadness? All of those things. Where are you? Because we can talk all day about whose fault is this and whose fault is that. You know, because if it's not the woman, then it's the liberals. If it's not the liberals, then it's the racist conservative. If it's not that, then it's white supremacy. If it's not that, then, capitalism is evil. And, the list goes on and on and on. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out where you are. Because the only way you're going to turn your situation around is if you are honest with yourself about where you are and what you did to get you there. I've been in that position. No confidence, not in shape, relationship in turmoil, no money, no savings, no reliable car, no self-worth, no self-esteem, mad at the world. I've been there. And I had a lot of things I could have blamed. Yeah, I could have blamed my baby mama. Could have blamed her. I could have blamed, it's a pandemic, so everything shut down and all this kind. Could have did that. Oh, I grew up without parents, which is true. I grew up without parents. Not only did I grow up without parents, I also grew up without grandparents. So 99% of my life, I had no parents or grandparents. So yeah, I could have all the excuses in the world. But guess what? None of that was going to turn my situation around. None of it. For some of you, you have to have an honest conversation with yourself. You have to figure out where you are. You have to be real with yourself and say, hey, I'm not living up to my full potential. I don't have sexually discipline. I picked the wrong woman. I'm not living off of a budget. I don't have a plan for my future. I waste money. I waste time and money chasing behind women. I spend too much money on weed and liquor. You got to be honest with yourself. Where are you? If your reality is, I'm 30 years old, my resume is not all that impressive, my income is not all that impressive, I don't really have savings like that, I got this car that I may or may not be taking good care of, I still got payments on it, I got this apartment, it's not the greatest, I don't really keep it clean like that. In terms of my body, I don't keep that up like that. I'm not working out. I'm not going to the barbershop regularly. I don't, moisturize my face. I don't use mouthwash. I don't have an annual checkup. I don't have health insurance. If that's the situation that you're in, you have to be honest with yourself about where you are. Don't be like Adam. Once again, we know what he did. When he realized his reality, he hid and he covered himself. A lot of you're using your avatar, your social media presence, the content that you're making, going in on the women, you're using that to cover yourself. You got an online persona. You're very popular in the comments section. You're very popular on panels. You do funny live streams. You make funny memes. And so you're cool and you're respected and you're somebody in this particular space online. But who are you really? And I'm not saying you got to reveal yourself to everybody online. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is you need to reveal yourself to you. Because part of the reason why you spend so much time online is because the persona that you've built online is allowing you to cover up for who you really are by putting on this alter ego, by shifting the blame to the woman. The first step to turning your life around, you have to recognize where you are. Recognize the hole that you're in and stop digging. And then plan a way to get your way out of it. You're not going to find a way out of the hole until you admit to yourself that you're in one. And a lot of this online stuff is just for men to distract themselves from the hole that they've put themselves into. Talking about some random woman's TikTok is just a way for you to talk about something else to get your mind off of the hole that you put yourself into. You have to recognize where you are because only one or two things are going to happen. When you recognize where you are, you're going to get depressed and defeated and you're going to give up, or you're going to be motivated to get yourself out. And if you become motivated to get yourself out, you're going to develop a plan to get yourself out, which is the next step, which is another video. Right now, we're just focused on be real with yourself. Some of you need to be honest with yourself. My self-worth, my self-esteem is not where it needs to be, and that's causing a lot of my problems with women. That's why I keep getting played, I keep getting used. That's why I'm so angry spending all this time on these online spaces, and I'm blaming the woman, but it's really not her. My issues are coming from I don't have self-belief, self-esteem in myself. I'm always talking about who the women are choosing, who the women really want, how you can't trust them. A lot of that deals with me and my own insecurity. Where are you? That's the important question. Where are you? We saw what Adam did. Did you eat from the tree? Oh, the woman that you gave me. That's what a lot of us are doing. We make mistakes for a brief moment where we're honest and we see where we're at and we see that we're exposed and we see that we're naked. Then we go into hiding. Then once we go into hiding, now we start pointing fingers and blaming other people. There's nothing new under the sun, because that's exactly what the first man did in Adam. Did something he wasn't supposed to be doing, dug a hole for himself, went into hiding, then started playing the blame game. And that's what a lot of us are doing. Didn't handle what you were supposed to handle. Embarrassed, went into hiding, then started pointing the finger. Where art thou? That's the question that you have to answer. Where are you? And the answer shouldn't be the woman, the government, the liberals, the conservatives, the white supremacists, the black culture, none of that. Where are you? Where are you?
If you wake up every day and say, it's my fault, it'll change your life in 90 days. So every day you wake up, you're like, you know what, this ain't the life I want, but you know what? It's my fault. I don't care what happened. Because if you eliminate the way you can place the blame at, you now put it all on you. If you put it all on you, you wake up every day and say, it's my fault. Every day you wake up, you brush your teeth, man, my life is cool, but I ain't where I want to be at. It's my fault. Wait, what? This is a cool crib I got, but it's my fault. My bank account cool, but it's my fault. Because now we can stop putting the blame on somebody else.